Hello friends, welcome back to a new video. In today's video we are going to be trying out some new Essence spring and summer makeup. So as you may know, Essence releases new makeup products twice a year, and I have some of their spring and summer releases right here with me. I have been doing these testing videos for years now, and you guys seem to really... My dog Alex just walked in, but you guys seem to really love these videos, which is why I decided to go online, place an order, and purchase some of their new makeup products. So if you're interested in knowing my first impressions and thoughts on their new releases, see how they apply, and a tutorial, then definitely just keep on watching. Alright, I'm going to start off by moisturizing my lips because they are very dry right now. I purchased the Essence Lip Care Booster Overnight Lip Mask, which has 10% oat milk in it. It moisturizes, softens, regenerates, and fills. So this is what it looks like, and then this is the inside right here. It has a very subtle scent that is barely noticeable, so I'm just going to scoop up a little bit and apply it with my fingers. Maybe that was a little bit too much. Alright, this feels very moisturizing on the lips. There's not really a lot I can say about a lip balm, but it feels great, so that's one of the most important things. Next up, I picked up a primer. This is the Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer. So this is hydrating and refreshing, free from silicones and alcohol. So this is supposed to provide a fresh finish, allow the formula several seconds to set to active full grip effect, and then apply your makeup to create a long-lasting makeup look. Applies transparent, could also be worn alone for smooth and fresh looking skin. So this is what it looks like. It has a pump, and let's see what the product itself feels like. So it definitely has more of a gel-like texture. Has again a very subtle scent, but nothing crazy. So let's go ahead and apply it on the skin. Feels very wet when you apply it. Like, it almost feels like water. It feels very cooling and refreshing. I love it. Right, so this is what it looks like on. It feels a little bit sticky, but I suppose that's what gripping primers do. And again, it feels so refreshing on the skin. I love the sensation that it gives. But yeah, it has a very natural finish, I would say. Next up, I picked up the Hydra Hero 24-Hour Hydrating Tinted Cream, which has 88% natural ingredients and, most importantly, an SPF of 15. This is what the packaging looks like. I absolutely love the design that they went for. The only thing I don't like about this, so far, I haven't tried it out yet, is that it only comes in 3 shades. That is not inclusive whatsoever. I picked up the shade 10 Soft Nude, which I honestly think will be even too dark for me right now. So a hydrating tinted cream for a comfortable and long-lasting wear. Light texture with hyaluronic acid gives natural and fresh look. Buildable, light to medium coverage, formulated without fragrance, alcohol, silicones, or oil, and SPF 15. I am very excited to give this a try. For the spring and summertime, I love tinted moisturizers. I love that this one has an SPF of 15, even though that is not very high. It does have an SPF. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Oh, maybe the shade will work. This is it swatched right here. As always, I'm going to apply one side with a brush and then the other side with my blender. So, okay, it's a little bit dark for me. And right off the bat, I can tell that with a brush, it applies quite streaky. So I think I will prefer a blender. Okay, that is very dark. I also think it oxidizes, even though that is pretty fast and I just applied it. It oxidizes a little bit. So definitely keep that in mind when you are picking out your shade. If you're able to pick out your shade, since there are only 3 shades available. Alright, so this is the side that I applied with the brush, and then this is the side that has nothing on it. So you can see it definitely has some coverage. Like, I would even say this is like a good medium coverage. So I'm going to grab my blender and apply it on this side of my face. Right off the bat, I can tell that it definitely has less coverage when I apply it with my sponge. So the sponge probably absorbs a lot of the product. However, it is quite buildable. So even though this side has less coverage, I do think I prefer this side over this side, especially for a tinted moisturizer. I don't need like full coverage. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more and even out both sides. This is it right here, applied with a sponge on both sides. I love it. It has a beautiful like natural finish. It doesn't look too dewy, but it also doesn't look matte, which I really don't like a matte finish. So I am very excited about this. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it oxidizes. So that makes it a little bit more difficult to like match your shade. I hope it wears well throughout the day. If I can remember, I will try to check in at the end of the night to tell you guys my final thoughts on it, but so far I do really like it. Just keep in mind that it does oxidize. And if you're looking for like a tinted moisturizer with a very light coverage, this is not it. It does have quite a bit of coverage. You could like mix this in with your primer or your moisturizer to make it more lightweight, but on its own it has a good medium coverage. Right, so I didn't pick up a new concealer or powder, so I'm just going to apply that really quickly and then we'll continue on with the rest of the makeup. Alright, I just set my face, did my eyebrows, and also applied my bronzer, contour, and blush. Everything applied beautifully on top of the Hydrating Tinted Cream. My natural skin is still peeking through. You can see some of my like blemishes on my skin and right here, which I do really like. I like that it is not a full coverage. So yeah, so far I really like my base. Moving on to highlighter, I picked up the Kissed by the Light Illuminating Powder in the shade Star Kissed. If I'm not mistaken, there are two shades in this. There is a more bronzy shade and then a more blush toned, which is the one that I picked up. This is what it looks like. It has a beautiful like sun ray design, and I am seeing that my battery is flashing, so hold on. All right, I am back, just changed up the batteries, but as I was saying, I'm going to try out their new highlighter. So at first I was really confused as to if this was a blush, a bronzer, or a highlighter, but when you like mix it all together, you definitely notice that it is more of a highlighter shade. As you can see right here, it is a highlighter with like a blush tone. I'm going to grab my ColourPop highlighter brush and I'm going to try to focus it right here, and then pick up a little bit from here but focus it on the highlighter shade, and then I'm going to apply it on the tops of my cheekbone. Ooh, that is pretty. That's very pretty. That's a beautiful shade that could also work as a blush topper, but since I am focusing more on the highlighting part, it does work as a beautiful highlighter as well. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see it a little bit closer, but it's very beautiful. It's not too blinding, which I really love. I don't really like those blinding highlighters anymore, but it is still very beautiful and very stunning. Really love that. By the way, the lip mask, I don't know, I feel like it is almost completely gone. Like my lips are still hydrated, but not like they were when I started filming the video. So I'm going to take it off with a Q-tip and I'm going to apply a little bit of this one. This is the Hardcore Fruity Lip Balm with 10% almond oil, sweet almond oil. This is what it looks like, and as you can see, it does have like a heart core. Like the core is the shape of a heart. This one smells like lemon. It is in the shade Lucky Lemon. So I'm hoping the yellow won't be too noticeable. I don't think so. I hope this will be a beautiful like lip balm shade. And it is. It does accentuate a lot of my dryness on the lips. Do you see that? It just clings on to all of the dryness on my lips. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to take that off. And I'm just going to apply a little bit more of the lip mask. All right, that is way better. So far, not really a big fan of this one. That just accentuated all of my dryness so badly. It was not pretty. This is way better. All right, moving on to the eyes. I picked up the Essence Welcome to Miami eyeshadow palette. So these are their new like city palettes that they are doing. I think they released two, but I picked up the Miami one. First of all, I am in love with the design of this. This is just so beautiful. I love the rounded corners right here, and then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So you get a mirror, and then these are the shades on the inside. First of all, I have a love-hate relationship with this color story. On one side, I really love it. It is quite original, beautiful, and fun for the summertime. But on the other side, I am missing like a, I don't know, a beautiful crease shade. I just feel like there are some shades missing in this palette to create an entire look. I will give it a go, but I don't think I would grab for this on an everyday basis because it is missing a lot of colors for me. But I'm going to grab this shade, which has an ice cream on it. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it has an ice cream on it, and I'm going to use this shade as my transition shade, or at least try to do so. So this will definitely be more of a cool toned look, and there are quite a bit of like warm tones in here, so that is what is throwing me off. Like, it is just not very cohesive. That's what I'm going to keep it at. However, this shade is blending out really easily. The only downside, and I feel like I have this often with Essence eyeshadows, is there is quite a bit of like kickback on the pan, so these are quite messy, and that's definitely something you should keep in mind. But other than that, the shade is beautiful on the eyes. I'm just not really sure what to do next. I guess I'll pick up this brown shade and put it in the outer corners. It's not as intense as I would have liked it to be, or as it looks like in the pan, but I can make it work. It's very user friendly. Like, you can hardly mess this up. It is a little bit buildable, but honestly barely, to be honest. What I noticed with a lot of the Essence eyeshadows is that once you complete your eyeshadow look, all of the shades just like blend into one shade. It's really hard to explain, but I'm getting that here as well. Like, this outer corner and my crease shade just look like one shade in my opinion. That's like my only complaint I have with these, because otherwise they usually are pretty pigmented. And then for my lid shade, I'm going to pick up this beautiful shade. It has like a marble effect, which I really am intrigued by. So I'm going to apply it with my fingers and just focus that on the inner corners. It got really dark outside all of a sudden, so I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing. That is a beautiful shade and I really love it. It has a beautiful like satiny finish. It's not shimmery, but it's not matte either, and it really applies beautifully with my finger. It's just not very like overwhelmingly beautiful. It's pretty. Nothing more, nothing less. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to pick up this one again and take this shade, like so. And then before moving on to mascara, I'm going to set everything in place using the Hello Good Stuff Happy Bliss Face Spray. Feel energized and hydrated with citrus fruit extract, 96% natural ingredients. So this is what that looks like. This smells so fresh. I love this scent. It's not like overpowering, but I really love it. It has like a fresh citrusy scent. Love, love, love. It claims to hydrate and refresh the skin, which I do feel like it really does. It doesn't add an overly like dewy finish. Doesn't really make my skin feel matte either. It just really refreshes it, and it also like brings it back to life. So I really love it. It also has an even spray, which is very important to me, so love that. Moving on to mascara, I picked up the Essence Volume Mascara Just Better. This is what the packaging looks like. Usually I really love Essence mascaras, so I hope this will be a good one. It has hyaluronic acid in it and pentanol. I don't know what that is, but it must be a very great ingredient. This is what the wand looks like. So it's a natural bristle wand, which usually isn't what I go for, but let's give it a go. I haven't been curling my eyelashes recently, so I'm very excited to see how it will perform. Alright, so this is the first coat versus no mascara. Right off the bat, I don't think this will be like a holy grail for me. It is just not very voluminizing, so I'm going to apply a couple more coats and see if I can build it up, but so far, first impressions, I don't think I will love it. Alright, so this is also a first coat. Also, don't mind me getting mascara everywhere, but let's see if it is buildable. So I'm going to apply a second coat on this side. It's a bit buildable, but still not how I like my mascaras to be. It is just not doing it for me. It separates them really nicely, it's buildable, it's not clumpy, but I just am missing a lot of volume and length. Alright, so I still need to clean everything up, but I think this is the best I'll get it to look. Which for me, I mean, I have pretty long eyelashes, this is just not really doing it. But yeah, I'm going to clean everything up and then we will finish off with the lips. Alright, final thoughts on the mascara. It is not my favorite. However, I am going to keep this in rotation and just combine it with other mascaras because I do think this is very good for like separation and getting rid of any clumps. So I'm definitely going to continue to use it, just not on its own. Moving on to lips, I have 2 lip products to try out. The first one is the Ginseng Lip Oil with plumping effect. So this is what the packaging looks like. I absolutely love it. It looks very luxurious and expensive, even though we all know it wasn't. This is what it looks like up close, if it will focus. There you go. So this is in the shade Energy Booster. It is a regenerating lip oil with nourishing jojoba oil and vitamin E. Visually plumps the lips with tingling effect. Do not apply on sensitive area. Oh, so this is a plumping lip gloss. I love a good plumping lip gloss, so I'm very excited to give it a go. This is what the wand looks like. It looks like a clear lip gloss. Let's go ahead and apply it. It has a sort of like fruity, fresh scent. Ooh, I love this. I love this. This is a beautiful clear lip gloss. I'm wondering what the difference is between their other like plumping lip gloss, but it feels very moisturizing on the lips. The tingling effect is very subtle. I have the Too Faced like plumping lip gloss and those are like next level. The effect of this one is very subtle. My lips look so like plump and juicy. I really love it. There's not really anything else I can say about it except for the fact that it's not too tingly and I love the finish. There's also no like glitter in it. It's just a beautiful clear lip gloss. Alright, next up I have a lipstick. This is the Hydra matte lipstick in the shade 402 Honestly. This is what the packaging looks like. It is like a bright neon pink with white details, and then this is the actual lipstick. So it is a beautiful like matte nude shade. It smells a little bit fruity. Let's go ahead and give it a swatch. Ooh, that looks absolutely stunning. Not very like summery, but very beautiful. And also very matte. I'm excited to apply it. Alright, and this is it right here. It looks very beautiful. It does like accentuate my dryness a little bit, but it is a matte lipstick, so that is to be expected. But for a matte lipstick, it feels very comfortable on the lips. I don't think it will be transfer proof, however. Yeah, as you can see, it is not, but it feels extremely comfortable on the lips and I really love this shade. I think it is absolutely stunning. And that actually concludes this video. This is the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? I really love the way it turned out. I'm going to go over the products really quickly. The lip mask is okay, not my favorite, not really long lasting, but it does hydrate the lips pretty nicely. Next we have the Fix and Last gripping primer. This one combined with the Hydro Hero tinted cream, absolutely perfection. I love the way my base ended up looking like today, and I think it is because of the combination of these two and then also the spray. I think this is a very great combo, so I really enjoyed these products overall, and I highly would suggest trying this out. That is if you can find your shade. The highlighter, I really like it. Is it something that you absolutely need in your life? If you already own multiple highlighters, you don't, but I'm going to continue to use it and I really love the shade. Next we have the Hardcore Fruity Lip Balm. Not really a big fan of this, so in my opinion you can skip on these. Next we have the Another Volume Mascara Just Better. It's okay. It's not my favorite ever, but definitely not bad either. The Welcome to Miami eyeshadow palette. Again, it's okay. not really my favorite. The color story is not my favorite, and also the formula is just not my favorite. As you can see on the eyes, or maybe you can't, it just again blended all together. So in my opinion, you don't really need this. And then the two lip products I absolutely love. I love the plumping lip gloss, and also really love the matte lipstick. It looks so beautiful on the lips. So if I don't forget, I will insert my final thoughts by the end of the night right now and tell you guys how the makeup lasted throughout the day. Alright guys, so it is almost 10 o'clock in the evening and my makeup has been on for a good 7 hours. This is what it looks like, and I think it still looks pretty good. I did eat dinner in between and my lipstick is still on, so it is quite long lasting. Also, my skin doesn't look too oily. Of course, I applied highlighter here, but aside from that, it doesn't really look too oily. It didn't really settle into my fine lines that much. So honestly, I am really impressed with the makeup. But yeah, that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.
Hello,